position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. He'll bring it out. It's Sanford. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Dropping back, it's Carr. Quickly to the tight end. Makes a guy miss and finally brought down at about the 25. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Sanford. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Sanford. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the 1st down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw its Carr. Makes the grab. It's Green. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
He might want another play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. Shows him the stiff arm. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Man, it's tough to play man-to-man on an island out wide. There's so much grass. They can go either way. And, you know, the sideline is usually your friend, so you kind of push them towards the sideline. But great throw to fit that corner route in. Pretty nice coverage, too.
The Red Raiders are rolling down the field.
42, Spider.
Gonna run it. It's Fields. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Cricket.
It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. That Miami offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because
he lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Miami! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. You might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And the extra point was good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. UCLA was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Bruins performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Moving away from pressure. He's going to run it.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
And the Red Raiders have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to throw, it's Hammond. They're working that left side. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Makes the catch. It's awesome. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback moving. Got a little space. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Looking to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Sanford. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give to the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Got a man. It's Hill. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
stop after a short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Finds his man. It's Carr. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Wants to throw. It's Carr. Makes the catch. It's Green. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Canes.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he tacks on the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Jones. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. This, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air. It's Hammond. Grabbed behind the line. It's Fields. Touchdown, Red Raider! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Sanford. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Carr. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Hurricanes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the air, it's Carr. Got the back over the middle. There he goes. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. It's Upshaw. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a 1st down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still 1st and goal. They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Wyoming. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Fires left. A strike downfield. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fields. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll line up with trips to the right side on 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Taking it the other way. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Balkison. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Sanford. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Sends it back in motion. Back to pass, it's Carr. Got it behind the line, it's Hill. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. How about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Caught near the sticks. It's Jones. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Hammond. Using his feet to buy time. Fires toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Never a doubt. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Defense playing a bail technique. They'll leave it with him. Quick step and go. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Canes will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Balkinson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got enough for the first. Really good job making the play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Creates a little space. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Fields. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Here's a heat. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. That Miami offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
This time they'll go to the running game. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Running back searching for a hole. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Carr. He's got it. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Handoff from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Picked off. What a way to set him up. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Red Raider. And they turn it into a defensive score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Great play by the defense, taking that back for a pick six. And as a quarterback, if you're going to throw to your running back, you've got to be accurate with it. Remember, they are not receivers. And if you make it difficult and tricky, bad things happen, and it did right there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Vols have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Mississippi State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. These corners backing off a bit. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Got him downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll go with a direct snap. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
To the air, it's Hammond. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pulls it in, it's Balkinson. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
On the set.
That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll give it to the back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to turning it on. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Carr. Working that left side now. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with him long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
You know,
Looking to take a shot. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Wants to fire on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Fields. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He'll pull it down and run. Took care of it himself. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's awesome. Touchdown, Red Raider! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Arizona State is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace.
Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense? Getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him...
Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Touchdown, Canes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Quarterback making checks. They'll send the back in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them.
Okay, ready? Black 24. Cricket.
Back to throw. It's Hammond. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
On to attempt the try. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Coming out with it, it's Balkinson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. The big thing now, don't get there he goes! Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Hammond. They'll run the screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple yards.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They've executed well in the passing game. Big challenge from a team close to them in the rankings, and it looks as if they're going to pull it out, guys.
Yeah, and you love the challenges. You want those challenges. You want to see where you stack up, and this passing game stacked up really well today. Moving forward, Palmer, I know I can trust my passing attack, and I beat a really, really good team today.
That's the thing, David. They've got to have so much confidence now throwing the football because, yeah, they were able to do it earlier in the year against teams that were unranked, but you do it on a stage like this against a team that has a number beside their name. That's a big deal.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab, planning for the 1st down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes people put too much stock in a higher-ranked team is supposed to win. Looks as if that's going to happen thanks to the passing game in this one.
Yeah, they've got weapons, and we've seen that in the early part of this season. Speed on the outside. When they've got one-on-one matchups, they take advantage of it. And they're making a statement here today, David.
Yeah, when you do it against elite competition, your ranking starts to climb, the belief starts to climb, the pressure will climb as well, but this is a...
And he's going to score! Touchdown, Red Raider! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Looking down the middle. It's caught. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Man, it's kind of crazy. That's only the 2nd time we've called his number, called his name, like his 2nd catch of the day. We're used to this guy really impacting a football game, and this offense has to do a better job finding him, featuring him, giving him chances to make plays.
Makes the grab down the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. The Hurricanes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs guys on the field knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
After this, it'll be a wrap. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He's not afraid to go deep. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys...